What's up, friends? It is Friday. It is the weekend. I just got home. It's late. I had some running around to do. And I did something. I bought myself a Nintendo Switch. Super excited. I also bought some other things I will show you later. Too cold this weekend. Not going to Sugar Bush. So just doing stuff around here. But because it's late and I've got to cook some supper. I think we're gonna watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Excited to see that movie. Watched Knives Out last night. Loved it. It was so good. Highly recommend. Anyways, I'm super excited to have this to play. Jesse and I can play Fortnite together. Time to go cook. Yeah. Look at this kitty pie behind me. Also cute. Time for beds. Golden, you ready to go outside? Do your breakfast. You ready? You hungry? So, it's quite a bit later in the day, and I have just been doing tidying and stuff. Originally, my big plan was to actually go through some clothes today, but just his brother came because they were supposed to be going to pick up something that he bought at Kijiji, but then the guy never got back to him with his address, so they didn't end up going, but he just stayed here and we just sort of chatted and stuff. So what I'm gonna do next is I have some succulents that I planted, you might remember, in this sort of log pot. It looks like a log that I have, but the really big succulent that's in the center isn't doing very well. I don't think it's deep enough. I think because it's so wide, it gets caught sort of on the edges of the pot, and so looking under it, there's not a ton of soil as far up as there should be. The roots are exposed. So I've decided I'm just going to sort of take everything out of that pot, replant them all in sort of separate pots, and then maybe do something else with that log pot in the spring or summer. The other ones seem to be doing fine, but because it's going to look stupid if I take the big center one out and then just leave them. So I'm just going to repot all of them into separate things, I think. And then, yeah, save that pot for something else later. So yeah, let's repot some plants. No, this is a nuthatch. Hit the window. You're gonna be okay. Just have a little nap there in my hand. Come back, little guy. This little guy hit our window, but I think he's gonna be okay. So it is now Sunday. It's around like 10:45 or so, and Conan and I are just out for our stroll. It's actually like a pretty beautiful day out. It's just a tad cold. If we were like maybe 8 degrees warmer, we probably could have gone to the sugar bush today, but that's alright. Still lots to do. I didn't end up vlogging much yesterday because I didn't end up getting to do a lot of the stuff that I had planned on doing that I was going to vlog. So I did get some of my succulents repotted. 2 of them were still in great shape, but they just looked silly staying in that huge pot by themselves. So I just put them each in their own pot. I'm hoping that other big one bounces back. So I got that done, but not much else. Oh yeah, and that little bird ended up being okay. He hit our patio door and was really stunned, and it was so cold yesterday. I was just a little worried about him just sort of sitting there in the freezing cold. So I put some gloves on, and then I sort of warmed him up, gave him a little birdie massage, and he seemed to perk back up. And then I just put him back outside with a little dish of seeds, and he eventually flew away. So a nice little success story for that little nuthatch. So, plant update, because yes, I'm still buying more plants. I just can't seem to stop. This is what I've got. So we've got this little guy here. He is a watermelon peperomia, and I think it's so pretty. The leaves kind of look like watermelons, and they've kind of got like a bit of an iridescent glow to them. It's crazy. Love that. And then I got this prayer plant, which doesn't look the greatest, but I've actually been on the lookout for one of these guys, and they only had a couple. This one was in better shape than the other one, and it's actually starting to bounce back from when I brought it home from the store. So a lot of the leaves were more curled like this guy is. So yeah, I think he's gonna bounce back and get more growth, and I'm just loving it. I'm obsessed with this next one. It's called, down here, look how pretty it is. So this is called a rattlesnake calathea, and like look at underneath. They're all this like this maroon color, which I guess he doesn't need a ton of light. The thicker leaves in this actually helps so that the rays don't go all the way through or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm obsessed with this guy. I don't quite yet know where I'm gonna put him, so he's just in here because they do get like a little bit of diffused light. But also, I went into HomeSense and bought some pots to put these plants in, because I've also learned that it's okay to leave them in their nursery pot for quite a while. Like the lady in the store actually said that this guy can probably stay in his pot for quite a long time, which I always thought you just needed to like plant them right away. This is much easier. So went into HomeSense, got this beautiful pot, and then I've also been on the lookout. I've seen a lot of pots in like wicker baskets or fabric baskets, and that are almost, you know, could also be laundry baskets, and I've been loving the way it looks. So I've kind of been on the lookout for something like that. So I've gotten 2, so I'll show you those. Now I also bought a snake plant. I already have one, the one that Jesse's mom gave me, and it's probably the plant that I've had the longest and is doing, like, it's thriving. So I know I can keep those alive and doing well. So I got a second one that's just a different color variation, and I put it in a basket. All these other plants I measured before I bought the pots for them. This one I didn't, and I was way off. So I'll probably just have to buy another plant to stick in it, but it's gonna stay in there for now. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little small for it, but I just absolutely love the color variation of this guy. And then I bought this for my monstera, which is a little big for it, but I'm still digging the way it looks. So yeah, that's my plant update. It's still growing strong. Loving them. So I've decided it's time to purge. Time to go through my clothes, donate whatever I don't want or need anymore. And I have a lot of clothes. I struggle with getting rid of stuff, even if I'm not really wearing it. So I have a lot to go through. Probably not going to go through it all today. So here's the current situation. So in my closet, I've got like basically coats and sweaters and tops. This is like sports bras and workout tops. These are like a bunch of leggings that are not workout leggings, just ridiculous leggings. And then this is all basically like t-shirts and workout tanks. This is just a crap load of scarves, and there's some skirts buried in there. And then hoodies, zip-up hoodies, regular hoodies. And then the rest is like all shoes. And my bear, first bear I ever got when I was born, I still have him. His name is Bear. So I have a lot to go through. Definitely don't need all this. I think I'm going to start just with the tops, and we'll see how that goes. Let's do this. Okay, this is pretty embarrassing. I think maybe I should have done it in sections. But we're here now. We're in it. Let's do this. Alright, so this is what we get to donate. A little disappointed in myself I didn't quite do as well as I wanted, but it's a start. Just on that section of clothes. I did mention that I got the Switch this weekend, but I didn't mention the other thing that I picked up while I was at EB Games. It's Leonardo. Oh my god, he's so beautiful. Okay. Get him up here. See all the detail on this thing. This is by Nika. It's based off of the first live action movie that they ever did of the Turtles. And in case you didn't know, I love Ninja Turtles. I have a collection. I showed it in one of my first vlogs that I ever did. I am not actively adding to it. It's been quite a while since I've added anything to it actually, but I love this guy. Leo was my favorite. EB Games had 3 of the Turtles. I believe Raphael was the only one they didn't have. But yeah, I'm still completely undecided whether I'm going to leave him in the box or not. If I do decide to take him out of the box, I am also completely undecided whether or not I will leave him here or actually take him to work and put him on my desk at work. I literally have nothing on my desk that's sort of fun, pictures, anything. I just have my Spider-Man mug, which is cool but functional because I, drink my coffee and tea out of it. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm obsessed with him. I really doubt that I will get the other ones. I don't know. Raph would be my second choice. Then Mikey, then Donnie. Sorry, Donnie. But yeah. There's another thing that I picked up yesterday. So, it is now Monday, and I'm still vlogging. I did work today. I actually just got off work. I'm now at Riverhead because I'm doing Paint Night tonight. So excited. Doing it with my friends Amy and Megan. And yeah, it's gonna be some like tribal fox thing. It actually looks pretty tough, but yeah. It's gonna be fun. Might turn out to be a disaster, but I've done 2 of these before and absolutely love them. Excited to get in there. Gonna have some supper first, and then paint night starts at 6:30. It's just like shortly after 5. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Night's paint night was so much fun. Normally it goes like for 2 hours, but this one ran later because this is probably the hardest, most intricate one that I've ever done. This is my guy, my Vox. I did not finish it. Luckily, because I do all my ornaments, I have lots of acrylic paint, so I'm gonna have to finish him. This is what he's supposed to look like. Megan ended up doing the whole face. Hers was amazing. She got so many compliments on it, so it was pretty tough. There's definitely lots of mistakes, but so much fun. And we all know I love foxes, so hopefully within the next week or so I'll get a chance to finish it. So that is going to conclude this weekend's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next weekend.